Hi there, guys, and welcome to Behind the Crypto podcast. My name is Mike Graham, and I'm your host as we go on an incredible adventure talking to some of the sharpest and brightest minds in the Web3 space. Today's conversation is a really exciting one. We've got Andrey Nayman, CEO of Magic Square. Andrey, it's great to have you with us today, my friends.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you for hosting me today. A wonderful day. I'm happy to be part of your line of podcasts.
Thank you. It's great. Listen, it's one of my favorite things about doing this podcast. It's finding out kind of a little bit about people, finding out a little bit about who they are, finding out a little bit about their project. Maybe it'd be wonderful if we start with that. A little bit about you, a little bit about Magic Square. Tell us, I'm sure there's some magic there, right?
We're trying to create magic.
Yeah, tell us a little bit.
So about myself, I'm in industry from 2013. I moved from my position. I have been started as a quant in the hedge fund. Then I moved to manage private equity. It's focused on fintech, gaming. And from 2017, I dedicated my life to crypto because I believe that this is the most interesting thing that I ever, it was completely different from standard financial path, for example, for financial industry. That is boring. It's boring in many ways. And crypto, it was different. A lot of young people, a lot of potential, a lot of cool technology. And I saw that, as a technology, it can change the lives of many people around the world. So I invested in many projects, and from 2021, I started to build Magic Square. What is Magic Square? It's Web3 App Store. And here's the question, why we need Web3 App Store? We have Apple and Google, but the crypto space is still web-based. It's not on mobile yet. And like 90%, even more than 90% of all the traffic in crypto still on web.
Yeah.
So what are the alternatives for the App Store and for Google Play? The answer is probably Google itself. So I would ask you as Mike, you want to play a game, Web3 game. Today we are in 2024. What is your user experience?
Yeah, if I was to play a game, where would I look to go and download a game? Well, obviously Magic Square is one place, right? But outside of that,
without Magic Square, how you'll find the game? You don't know too many games. You want to understand what is your game of interest.
to be honest, to be honest, a big way I get introduced to games is through my friends, through my network, through my community. I guess that's how a lot of people do it, unless you're actively doing the research on the web, or you're in communities, or you're in groups, or you're in alpha communities. You're really finding out through word of mouth almost, right? I'm trying to think of another place that's similar to Magic Square outside of Apple and outside of
go to Twitter. Yeah, just look after the group. You can go to Google and just Google it. What are the best play to earn games in 2024?
Yeah.
Otherwise, probably not.
Yeah. Very true.
You can go to exchanges, but you're not going to NASDAQ to find product.
No.
A coin market cap? No, not really, because you have tons of projects and you don't know, what are the best games, for example, for you, And then we have another aspect of crypto, fragmentation. The industry is super fragmented. Many chains, many wallets, many of everything. As a mainstream user that not really familiar with crypto, it's complicated.
It's like a rabbit hole. It's like a rabbit hole. You start going down and you go down one path and you end up somewhere else. And
it's complicated. So we have on top of fragmentation and user experience, we have complexity of crypto itself.
Yes.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
It's even, it's very dark rabbit hole.
Yeah.
You're trying to understand what's going on, but okay, we see all the trends that popping up all the time. I need to understand what is DeFi. In DeFi, we have so many verticals. If I play to earn, I need to understand in wallets what wallet I need to create, and then open the wallet. It's also frustrating to open a wallet.
Yeah.
Suddenly I see like a seed phrase. What is seed phrase? I just
Yeah, totally.
So the onboarding becoming a big challenge for most of the people. This is why, you know, based on statistics that we see on the web, just 5% of the global population are actually exposed to crypto.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that recently. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 5%, only 5%. It means, you know, people looking at the price of the Bitcoin, it's almost, you know, right now it's like moving up and down, stagnating, but, you know, it's almost 70K. It was 70K. So it was around 60K, but still it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
What does it mean? Do I miss something? I miss the industry? The answer is definitely no. We didn't start it yet. Imagine just 5% of the world exposed to crypto. We're just in a super early beginning, you know. There's no regulation. Amount of projects is still very, you know, very low. Imagine that in the App Store alone, you have more than 100,000 apps listed per month.
Yeah.
100,000. How many apps production ready exist in the crypto space? Around 100. So we're just warming up.
Yeah, yeah.
And for the people that, you know, want to get more comfort, I want to create a comfort zone. We want to create a user experience while you're discovering app, you're using them, and you have another level of your personal trust and security. A lot of scam.
Yeah.
A lot of scam. You need someone that will vet the project for you. Will sign like a group. We sign that the project are fine, they're good to use.
Yeah, it's almost like the KYC process.
Like a KYC process for the application itself.
Yeah,
totally. This app, you can use it. It's not a rocket. It's not a, you know, it's not phishing. It's safe to use.
Yes.
Everything we wanted to bring into one place.
I love that.
I love that.
I love that. It's magic. It's magic because you're dealing with exactly that. You're dealing with probably the three biggest issues that we have in terms of people adopting Web3 technology, right? The user experience, like you're saying, sometimes it's super complicated. You know, I have some of my friends texting me saying, Mike, what is this? Like, what is the seed phrase? What is that? How do I do this? I'm like, okay, sure. I'm not a Web3 expert for them, but I've somehow adopted that role for them, right? So I think the user experience is massive. I think, like you're saying, the second thing is the safety, the security. It's huge, right? There's so many rug pulls. There's so much things like that. And then one bad thing happens, it gives the whole industry a bad name, right? But you're right. We're so early. It's so exciting. How did the idea of Magic Square come around? So you guys have been around since, what did you say, 2020, right? So how did the idea come around? How did you decide, you know what I want to do? I want to create a dApp store. I want to create this concept where I can offer security. I want to, how did that come around? Because it is magic.
The idea is structured from like a lot of pieces. And the main one was about community. Every project, to be successful, they need to build their own community.
I love that.
So imagine that we have just one global community. We have one crypto community. They don't have like many crypto communities. It's one crypto community. And every project they want to build itself, they need to build their own community from this big community.
Yeah.
The goal was, why not to unite the community in one place? We want them to be in one place, and every project that planning their go-to-market, they will just tap into this place, into this platform, and they have access to the entire community. And then you have a suite of tools that you can actually engage with this community, build this community. And we thought, okay, what we need to do to unite this community? What is the main point of interest? The main point of interest of all the participants to find good projects.
Totally, 100%.
And what does it mean, good projects? It's like a concept of the App Store. So let's build Web3 App Store. Let's bring all the apps, all the information that you need as a user. Let's make onboarding as simple as possible. It means you have your Telegram, it's fine. You have your Discord, it's fine. It's not mandatory to have a wallet. If you need a wallet, we'll create you one. Behind the scenes, when you're creating an account, you have a wallet. Yeah. But you don't need to think about it. You don't need to think it's something complicated. If you want and you need a KYC, we'll do a KYC when it's needed. So it's not just, we'll bomb you with information before we even understood what's going on. We're creating comfort zone. You will understand what it's all about. And then step by step, we are giving you a sense of safety, of course, a sense of, I know what I'm doing. And then you're growing together with us because our entire platform based on community. Want you to be active, want you, like in Web2, what you can do in App Store.
I mean, you can go there. No, I love what you're talking about because this is honestly the concept that I talk about when I'm working with projects, right? As head of growth, I'm always talking to projects about building their communities, creating a really vibrant place to be and like creating that kind of tribe place. But exactly that, what you're saying, when you go to an app store, you're looking to buy the app, right? There's no real sense of community there, right? I mean, you're going there, you get your app, you go and you use that app, right? But I think the power in Web3, like you're saying, of creating a community is just, it's life-changing, isn't it? It's totally transformational.
Definitely. And on top of that, we want to give the project as many tools as possible to effectively promote themselves, effectively direct the attention of the audience. For example, I'm releasing a new feature. I want it to be seen. Okay, we'll highlight it.
Amazing.
So at the end of the day, our current goal is to become a main gateway to everything Web.
Sorry, say that again because I think that's a big one.
Main gateway to everything Web3.
What do they call it? That's a
tagline.
That's a tagline. I love that. I love that. I think that's one of the big narratives at the moment, isn't it, Andrey? How do we bring more people from Web 2 into the Web 3 space? And I think exactly the 3 points you mentioned, they're kind of the 3 bottlenecks, really, why we don't have more adoption, right? But if there's a place like, for example, Magic Square that enables them to make that transition, make that journey, there are so many, I mean, there's countless amount of benefits of the technology outside than just Bitcoin, right? Like, it's funny, like when you talk to someone outside of Web3, they think crypto is Bitcoin, right? And having that education process is massive. Listen, how's the process been for you guys? I'm sure you must have had some challenges to overcome. I'm sure you probably had some successes that you reached. Tell us a little bit about that journey. How was that?
The journey is the most important part in building every project, every company. Starting with the idea, then you're tackling the market. And our idea was to, as I mentioned, let's create a one place to unite the community. We started to build using our own funds. When the first concept was ready, we presented it to different people in the industry. The concept is amazing, but you need to know it's too complicated. Why? Because to build a marketplace, an app store, it's a marketplace because you have projects and you have community. It's like chicken and egg. You can bring users without projects, and you can bring projects without users. But thanks to God, we're in crypto.
That's it.
And in Web 2, it's very complicated to convince people just to wait for a miracle. The magic will be created somehow, somewhere. But in crypto, we're just announce we are building it, join us. And like 3,000 people join us, even more on the road. Before they even hit the road, the number was like 300,000.
Wow.
In our waiting list.
Wow.
It's a miracle. Miracle.
It means you had a good idea, right? Good idea.
Yeah, because you're telling the story. Then we started to add more projects.
So when was this? Like, if we think of timeline, when was this roughly?
So the company exists for almost 3 years.
Yeah.
We released our closed beta like October last year.
Gotcha.
And from October last year until today, we have like 4.6 million users.
Amazing. That's so incredible. What do you think is the biggest thing that brings the projects to you guys? Is it the fact that you're making that journey, that conversion from Web 2 to Web 3 easier? Is it the fact that is it security? Is it the combination of everything? Is it like, what do you think is the kind of the thing that you guys have magically hit on? What is the golden nugget, so to speak?
Here's a project I will tell you in the world of Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, when he presented the App Store, he told the following: every project, and doesn't matter if it's big or small, they need a community.
Yes.
And in crypto, the same. It doesn't matter how big you are, you need a community.
Totally.
You can find access to community by listing your app in Magic Store. It's easy. The entire listing process is simple and free of charge. You're not charging funds. You're not charging any fees for listing. So you have kind of no-brainer. Why not to be listed and to get more exposure?
Absolutely.
So the narrative for project to be there is just, okay, we have 1.2 thousand projects listed, and we are listing like 100 projects more every month. Maybe. Amazing. And why not to be there? On top of that, we build a category that's called hot offers. You can create any offer to our community. For example, you want to grow your social networks. Okay, you can create a task, like our tweets, invite friends, and then you're getting rewards, real rewards. You get real payments for your tasks. So what we are doing as a Magic Square, we decided to change the paradigm. It means that when the project allocating $10,000 for marketing, we are distributing 85% of these funds to the users that are participating in the campaign, and just 15% we are keeping for ourselves as a fee. So all the funds go into the community, and community became very active. And then as a project, you can create even more complicated tasks. For example, you have a game. You want people to play your game. So play our game, for example, reach level 10, build a castle, buy an NFT, and you will get something. Yeah.
That's like a whole task. It's like a whole task list.
Yeah, exactly. So you're creating engagement to run a campaign. It's super straightforward for you. You have access in the community already exposed to your application because you're part of the store. Then it's like perfect storm. Why is perfect storm? Because we created a network effect. Why we are growing so fast? Because of network effect. We want people to promote their app. I don't want to promote myself. We don't have any interest, but your app is hosted on our app store.
You're exactly that. I was just going to say, you're essentially the vehicle to enable other projects to achieve their goals, right? And if they achieve their goals, you guys achieve your goals. Everybody, the community is winning. I love the concept of what you guys are doing in terms of engaging that community, because a lot of times projects, I see this happen a lot. I'm sure you've seen it. They build communities, but then there isn't that long-term engagement process. And so maybe the community gets big and then they die off. But what you guys have got is kind of that next level evolution, right? Which is, once we've got that community, how do we get them to, and that's one thing I love about Web3 actually, that's different to Web2, is the whole concept of building with the community, right? And that seems to be exactly what you guys have kind of magically created at Magic Square.
You're creating magicians.
Yeah, exactly. Man, we should start writing some of this down, because we're creating line after line. No, I love that. I love that so much. So look, tell me, I guess the goals in terms of the aspirations with Magic, where do you guys see, where do you see it going? Like, what is the goal?
The goal is, as I mentioned, to become like a main hub for everything crypto. We want to support the entire life cycle of the application. Of course, we are not responsible for development, but from the point that your concept is ready, you can start listing your application. Even we have a section under development, and you can involve the community to assist you with product market fit. This is the first point. Once your application is ready, you're officially listed in the store, you can start to creating campaigns. You can do AMAs, you can do bug bounties. If you want, you can do airdrops, and you can do any type of activity, literally any type, on the platform itself.
Love that.
Okay, the next evolution, if you're going live with your token, if you have a token, we are releasing our launchpad. And then, of course, for me, the launchpad, it's not raising funds. If you want to raise funds, you go to investors. Community, you need for other reasons. You want them to support you. And launchpad is the best catalysator or an activator of your community, because as you mentioned, not all your community is active all the time. So the launchpad is the right point of time when you're launching your project on the launchpad to activate your community. And then we are creating our uniqueness as our community, of course. So we are running 1 month-long campaign that calls Road to TGE. And through this campaign, we are activating your community, we are activating your KOLs, we are preparing yourself for listing. And then when this magic is created, you're raising some funds from the community. And why? You want the community to be your ambassadors.
100%.
The best ambassadors, those people, they have not just emotional involvement, they have financial involvement. After your project is listed, we'll continue to support you. We can do trading competitions on DEXs, SEXs. We can continue run different types of campaign to keep your audience sharp.
To keep them engaged, to keep them loving the project.
Dedicated, consistent, growing your project. Even, everyone at the end of the day, we want to be higher, we want to be like, we want to be a beautiful version of ourselves.
Yes.
We'll keep pushing you. Your community. The community of Magic Square will assist you, pushing you in different verticals because we have the tools. This, like the life cycle of the project, we want to cover it all.
I love that.
In every aspect that, when you need community, you have us. We are making every step in your life cycle.
I love that. Listen, I've got a question which I'm interested in actually. As a marketeer, as a head of growth, I kind of have certain things that I look for when I'm working with projects to kind of help them build their communities. I'd be really interested in knowing maybe your top 3 kind of recipe nuggets, right? Like if you're looking, because you guys have done something incredible at Magic, you've built a community. And I think what I love about what you've said so far, Andrey, is you didn't just look at the whole crypto space and try and build your own little community. You went, how can we build a community that brings everybody together, right? And I think that's probably 100% why you guys are doing so phenomenally well. So kudos on that. I think if let's say you're a project and you're trying to build that community, what would be some of your insight? Like what would be your top 3? Okay, these are the things you must do in order to get that community going. Like what would you say?
It's really easy and really tough in the same time. I want the founders, before they're starting to really build the project, to check with community if they like your idea or not. Validate your idea as soon as possible. This is very important because you're not building, a lot of, let's call them builders. They build the project because they feel that the market needs it.
Correct.
But sometimes our feeling is wrong.
100%.
I'm most every step in the development of our product. We're going back to the community, doing a lot of surveys, want them to hear their voice. I want to hear their voice. I want to hear their opinion. It's in every step, especially when your company is relatively young. Yeah, you just started your venture. Ask them, engage with the community, build a group of fans, and a lot of surveys. Send them your designs, send them your marketing materials, because use the crowd wisdom.
Yes, love that.
This is the first step. Even before we're getting into the more advanced marketing materials. Just it's not like do your homework. It's use the community.
Build what you're saying is build with the community, not build for the community. Build with the community.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
This is the first step. Once your product is ready, yeah, you need to grow your community fast. You need to understand how to do it, because to onboard, for example, one key opinion leader, most of the time it's not enough. You need to bring group of QLs that will support you. And many projects are saying, okay, I don't want to, for example, we are not giving tokens for free. No, exactly like with regular community, you need people that on your behalf with community to onboard them to your project. This is the second step.
Yeah, you want people to be, what you're saying is you want people to be part of your journey and winning with you, right? Not just working for you.
Yeah, exactly. And once you're ready, of course, come to Magic Store. Because you have
I love that.
Because you have all the tools in one place. Yeah. You have everything that is needed to build and engage your community in one of the most efficient ways. It's fast and convenience, and I think that for projects, the biggest advance working with us, we're working based on CPA model. Everything based on performance. For our users, it means that the project pays just for the results. Yeah, so for me,
that's magic. It's magic, right? Because it means that literally they win, you guys win, the community wins, everybody wins, right? I love it. It's magic. It's great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Listen, let's take a little bit of a sideways step. I always like to ask this in my conversations, in the interviews, right? What's your favorite token? What's your favorite coin at the moment? I think everybody in Web3 likes this kind of concept. What do you like?
I like infrastructure projects. I love gaming projects. I love DeFi projects. Best coins. Bitcoin probably, yeah. I love Bitcoin. I love Ethereum. Yes, I love Ethereum because they created the ecosystem. The one that really created our global crypto ecosystem is Ethereum because of smart contracts.
Yeah,
and EVM. Everything at the end of the day, most of the protocols EVM based.
Yeah.
I love Solana. Yeah, I love Solana because they're doing something like Ethereum. They're creating alternative ecosystem. It's cheaper. It's supposed to be much faster without all the hiccups on the way.
Yeah, I think they've worked really hard on that in the last couple of weeks alone.
Definitely,
to make progress, right?
All hiccups exist, but Solana definitely amazing ecosystem. Optimism. Love them. Walkcoin, I love them.
Yeah. I feel like you could keep going here.
As someone that involved with many projects, I love a lot of projects. I love game publishers.
Okay.
Gala Games, Mobox, amazing.
Yeah.
And it's not just one project that we are engaged with and I love them. No, I love our ecosystem.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that. I get it. I totally get. I can feel the passion even just talking to you about it. It's wonderful. So, look, just to wrap up, I guess maybe not just to wrap up. Before we wrap up, what is the narrative that you're really bullish? Obviously, you're seeing a lot of projects coming to Magic Square. For me, for example, I'm seeing a lot. I'm working a lot at the moment with RWAs, a lot with AI, a lot with gaming. Though, those tend to be the three big narratives I'm seeing a lot. But what about you? What are you bullish about? What do you think are some of the big narratives at the moment in the Web3 space?
AI, it's global trend that will just become, it's already massive. Yeah. It will take over everything that we are doing. Every single, project, I think at the end of the day, somehow will embed the AI inside.
Mm,
But the vertical or industry that will change the crypto ecosystem is gaming.
gaming. Mm-hmm,
Because in gaming, you have 3.2 billion gamers.
mm-hmm,
And right now, the Web2 games supposed to be fun. You're not getting paid for playing the game. You're the one that paying, for playing
mm,
games. You're buying the game, you're playing subscription, you're buying stuff, you
yeah,
buy digital goods,
yeah,
but you're not getting, beside different tournaments, like in Fortnite or other games, it's still for like top-notch players. Yeah.
mm-hmm, yeah,
Web3 gaming is different. It means that I can monetize my time.
mm, yeah. That's a
The,
big one.
the true ownership, that I'm owning the items that I getting in the game. And this is my monetization, of course. For
Mm,
example, I got my legendary sword. I can sell it. I can sell it anytime and get reward for my time and my efforts. When big players like Division Blizzard or King or different, Supercell will come to this space,
mm.
they will change the industry. And I believe that the future of gaming is a pure Web3.
I love that. I love that. And I actually, just listening to you say that, it makes so much sense, right? Because with, I think the concept of Web3 is getting people into that narrative, into that community, being part of the project. And with gaming, it's almost like the next natural evolution. And then if on top of that, you tag the concept of play to earn, earn while you're playing, then it's just, I mean, you've got kind of the perfect setup there, haven't you? So,
Exactly.
yeah,
Gaming, it's just matter of scale,
yeah.
always.
Yeah.
And
And
gaming,
also it's probably a matter of it's probably a matter of having that user journey being quite streamlined from the Web 2 into Web 3, the UX, the UI, and once that happens, mass adoption is imminent almost.
not coin, how they effectively onboarded, 5 million new users into, let's call it, they created 5 million, maybe not 5 million wallets, but they definitely onboarded, like, I heard the number, like 5 million new users into Web3.
That's massive. It's massive, isn't it?
Super simple game, no clicker, super simple. Yeah, simplicity is the king. Yeah, at the end of the day, we want to simplify everything, not to make it everything, in crypto, we love to make things complicated. No, simplify it, dumb it down. So everyone can be a part of your evolution, not revolution. People don't like revolutions. And in gaming, it's definitely evolution and not a revolution. Revolution is something automatically that we are changing the paradigm, for example, for banks to start standing funds using, for example, Tether, USDT. It's revolution.
Mhm.
We want evolutions. We want them to come natively to the idea that they need it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's magic. I was going to say that's genius, but actually that's magic, isn't it? Andrey, listen, I hope you've enjoyed this conversation. I've had a great time just listening to your insights, listening to your thought process, listening to the wonderful ecosystem that you guys have built at Magic, actually. Listen, before we wrap up, what would you like to leave the listeners with? Maybe your favorite quote, maybe a piece of advice. What would you like to leave everybody with as kind of a leaving goodbye note, so to speak?
I'm finishing always with the same idea that the crypto ecosystem at the early beginning of its way to the mainstream adoption. And for everyone that thought that it's too late to get into it, yeah, because the Bitcoin is already 60K. No, it's not. Just jump in, spend your time learning the stuff, and enjoy the greatest, I think, this is revolution since inception of money.
I love that. Revolution or evolution, right?
Here is revolution. Crypto as a vertical is revolution.
Yeah,
Because we changed the paradigm. We changed the way that I can send you money in one
absolutely.
click. And if I'll use my
Absolutely.
bank, you will get it maybe in a month.
Absolutely. Look, 100, 100%, 100%. Andrey, listen, it's been a real pleasure, my friend. Actually, before we wrap up, last little thing. If people want to connect with you, if they want to become part of Magic Store ecosystem, what would be the best way for them to do it?
Go to Magic Store, it's easy. Create an account and enjoy everything that's happening there. Me personally, we have Twitter. The Magic SQR. This is the handle.
G Magic SQR.
The
D.
Magic SQR.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Guys, thank you so much for listening to this interview. This has been Mike Graham with Andrey Nayman from Magic Square. We'll see you at the next show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.